this. And okay, I got it. We're recording now. And of course, excited for this new expansion. New Zealand, Australia has been like sleeping, kind of like the koalas somewhere there and the kangaroos. And I'm very, very excited. Like, you guys are going to be so blessed to have Ifra and Stephanie coming all the way from Canada to make this expansion happen. And why not, sales development manager Daniela Ferreira might come as well. So it will be very, very exciting. But, the best part of this, and the reason why we wanted to this call is, number one, to put leaders together to, help entrepreneurs. Like Ifra said, if you are committed to your dream, if you're committed to your goal, if you're committed to the Opulence Global business, like Rod was saying, since GWT, why not make this into an expansion? And I'm super happy because, by the way, we actually did an email blast to share with our partners, active and inactive, from Australia and New Zealand, like, we're coming to you. We are here as a family. And guess what happened? A lot of you joined that were not in that email blast, that are not from Australia and New Zealand, but you're saying, you know what, I'm committed to my dream. I want to come. I'm going to be a part of this expansion. I know someone who knows someone that is in that country. And that's what excites me the most, because you know what, you can make it happen. And I know it's going to be exciting. If, you know me, Stephanie, once I get excited and passionate, I just can talk and talk, but I'm very, very happy to be here. It doesn't matter the time, doesn't matter where we are. We're in a global business, and that's why we're here. We can make the connections super easy and fast for everyone. So very, very excited to be here.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Danny. I'm just trying to think where we should start. Like, I know I wanted to get a little bit of an intro to see where everybody was at. And I know that one of the challenges is we're in the process, in the beginning stages of waking people up. So the first step to get a few people on board to help us put those events together. But even before we come in March, there's work to be done now, right? There's a few of us on this call local to your markets, but we want to start the process now and, have a system so that we can bring in some new lifestyle advisors as well in advance of the tours in March. I have a file that I'll share with you with a timeline of events, but maybe, Danny, we can spend a little bit of time too talking about some of the products that are coming, because when we're starting fresh in a new market, it's a good focus to start with products, right? And the language can be something like, we're expanding this product line to Australia and New Zealand for the first time. Obviously, Fountain of Life has been there for a while, but we have some other things in development. That's a good reason, a way to create excitement and energy to talk about these new innovative products that are coming to the country. So maybe we can spend a bit of time just talking about what those are, and a recap of like the importance maybe of Fountain of Life and Phyto Clinical, and just share a little bit about that. Danny, what do you think?
Love it, love it.
Do you want me to share?
Yeah, share the slides. Yeah, we can start.
All right, I'm just going to sorry. Okay, so I'll just pop up Fountain of Life. I think everybody's pretty familiar with Fountain of Life, but we'll just do a quick recap, because I think this slide deck leads into Phyto Clinical really nicely. So we'll just review those two for now and see where we're at. So Danny, take it away.
Amazing. Well, we're going to just do like a reconnection of the amazing products that we have in Opulence Global and what had made a difference in the past, I would say 4 or 5 years when Fountain of Life was exposed. But for those who don't know, Fountain of Life is actually the most powerful, highest dietary lignin source. It's a powerful antioxidant. We actually have an NPN number with level 1 in Canada. It acts fast on your body, and it's a high performance antioxidant. 3 benefits for you, very easy to always remember. It's an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. So the perfect product that you want to carry everywhere you go. It's a natural product, vegan, alcohol-free, gluten-free, GMO-free, and of course, made in Canada. So I always ask people, if I can show you one product that can change your life, are you ready to try it? And there, to change your lifestyle. People normally respond, yes, I'm ready to do the transformation. So Fountain of Life is that product.
Just pay attention to the language that Danny just used right there, right? Would you be willing, are you ready to try one product that could change your life? If we all ask that question to 5 people every day, how many new conversations or interest or curiosity could you create with that, right? even just asking a simple question like that. So thank you so much for sharing that, Danny. Just moving on here. Let me know that my slide changes. Good.
When people ask me what are the benefits of having, a diet full of lignans, why are lignans important in my diet? And I say, well, because in the food that we eat on a daily basis, we don't have that anymore. We don't have enough amount of lignans, but lignans in your body actually protect your heart. They're great for chronic inflammation. They defend against dementia, protect prostate health, reduce breast cancer risk, colon cancer risk. They actually support your immune system. They improve hair health, reduce hot flashes, protects your DNA, improves your metabolism. It lowers your body weight. Like when you look at all of this in reality, is like what's happening after in my body, whatever it is, the condition that you're going through, we're not all 100% healthy. Obviously, there is going to be a change. So sometimes people only become aware when they are already sick. So when we're asking people, if I can show you one product that can really change your life, in reality is to support your health.
Right. And there's a lot of things, a lot of products that exist in the marketplace that each serve the purpose of solving or helping with one issue at a time. That's where Fountain of Life has so much value, because it can help address so many things all at the same time in one bottle. Thank you so much for that, Danny. So some more benefits there, I guess. Benefits of, so yeah, it's basically the same thing there. So coming soon.
Very excited about what's coming. If you were not on our New Year's webinar, you can also play the recording from YouTube. But I always say there is always something more better. And our CEO always says that if we don't have it, make it if it exists, right? If it exists, make it better. If it doesn't, create it. And that's exactly what we've done with our products when it comes to Fairy Flawless in the beginning, Fountain of Life, and now Phytoclinical that's coming. Same question. What if you could target more than 15 different health conditions and offer a potential solution? Well, guess what? Phytoclinical is coming. We're actually going to be having product release very, very soon. Senior Vice President and as Human will take care of that. But let's look at some of those benefits. Stephanie, one thing I can tell you from this, I have tried the product. I actually have some Phytoclinical with me. But just proven with this, we actually have an NPN number 3. It has, a medical level. So the claims and the applications that you're going to be talking about when it comes to this product are sustained by studies. So you can actually make these type of claims, right? So 17 of those, like reduce the need to urinate if you are or have this prostate health condition. It reduces allergic reactions to cat and dog, dander, and seasonal allergies. It supports the modulation of the immune system. Fibromyalgia, skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema, regulates the function of the thyroid gland, okay? It lowers the cortisol. Imagine, lowers the cortisol and regulates body stress hormones. So people who are already looking into these things, when you're going to give them one product, they're going to be like, wow, what is this, right? And it also helps to increase the energy levels and chronic fatigue syndrome. This is only to MU8. I know we have a second slide for that. Like, I don't want to go over product training with you. All I want you to pour into you is confidence about the product, of what's coming, so that when you are sharing the opportunity, you have a backup of a company that have made all of these researches to bring a product to the market that is very unique. Health bones, skin, and nails. It protects and repairs the cells from oxidative damage. It maintains healthy skin, okay, connected to the tissue information or tissue formation. So people with certain or particular types of scars. It reduces the symptoms of arthritis, autoimmune conditions. Actually, it's great for the effects of type 2 diabetes. It lowers the risk of heart disease by reducing bad cholesterol, the LDL. A lot of people know it by LDL. It actually is what causes the artery blockage, right? And so many people we hear nowadays, oh, they had an artery blockage, right? And it's becoming more and more common. Crohn's disease, and of course, it avoids colds, flu, and shortens their duration. And this actually happened to the CEO, myself, probably like a month ago or something, that we were like, some virus was going on, we were battling it, and then we're like, you know what, let's start doing the 2+2. So it was like, take your Fountain of Life and 2 Phytoclinica. So we started on that, and I can tell you, it was like a couple of days, boom, like we fought it. We wanted to make sure that when it happens to us, we're talking confidently about it.
Absolutely. And that actually leads into, sorry, I see Rod's hand there. Rod, do you have a question?
Yeah, I was just going to ask Danielle, I think you mentioned there's going to be a landing page for the FIDO like we have with the FOL as well.
Absolutely. We released it on the New Year's webinar. Well, we announced it. We just don't want to release it until we know the pre-sale of the product is going to have, normally we do a pre-sale, so everybody's excited. You can start talking about the product. Then we do the final release, but absolutely you're going to have a landing page. Like FOL.1, it was recently rebranded, like renovated, refreshed. Same application, so people can just click, 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 go straight and shop. But in reality, it's going to be the same thing for FIDO.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So I know that there's a slide here that talks about the synergy between the two of them. And I love this analogy, how FOL and FIDO Clinical can work together. Danny, you want to cover that, or do you want me to cover that? I love listening to you. So
Amazing. Actually, when we're putting this together, because we want to make sure people understand that there is a differentiation. They're completely two different products. We don't want to have, people, the misconception of like what FIDO does versus clinical. Remember in the beginning, we said we're going to have FOL Clinical, remember? When we actually announced it, and then all of a sudden we're like, no, wait a minute. It has to be a completely separate brand, a completely separate product, because they actually do things differently. So I want you to imagine that when you're sick, your body's on fire, okay? Like this animation you have here. So Fountain of Life and FIDO Clinical will help put out the fire and rebuild the damage. So click on the next one. Fountain of Life gives you, right, that defense against current and future illnesses by creating a barrier to protect your health, right, and your cells. But FIDO Clinical provides the targeted attack on current illnesses, okay, from the 17 clinical benefits I gave you, while its patent ingredients an approach to help regulate your immune system for optimum performance. So when you're on fire, Fountain of Life comes, helps you calm it. And then FIDO, is like the rebirth of the tree. It helps you to, come back to strength with health and all of that. So I think they're two powerful products, completely different. One has nothing to do with the other. We both need, we need both. And I just think that the benefits that people are going to have, I can't wait for testimonials, honestly.
Amazing. I love that. Oh, hang on a sec. There we go. So yeah, it's just re-emphasizing how both of them together have that awesome synergy to give us that ultimate protection, right? So we wanted to share, just to recap what that product was all about, because when we're inviting for the events, that's something, a really big focus. It's something really exciting to have a new product, something that has clinical trials, and all these different tests that we can validate. And I know a lot of us are excited to try it. I'm jealous that we haven't been able to sample it yet, but pretty soon, I hope. So I think that was it from the product side. Maybe we want to talk about, do we want to just talk about the new LAP package? Or do we want to just go into maybe the events that are coming up? Danny, what do you think?
So first is because I know we have partners that, might know people from Australia and New Zealand. I know I can totally see here, your ultimate uplines and the support of the team, which I love. But, I also want to make it into the habit, because I know, Stephanie, you have booked team calls where the moment you start expanding, the new people wants to know that they can come to a support system. That doesn't matter, we're a Canadian company, you're coming to a company where you have the support of your uplines, and this is what's happening. So I would love for you to share, what's going to happen, not only the event that is coming, if we can count on you as a team locally to invite people, to have the team expand, and we can start, to look into who's going to be coming to this event, make it a jam-packed event, and then we can start doing strategy calls if needed when the dates come closer, because you ladies are going after the cruise, correct?
Yes. Yeah, so I'll just get right into it, and I can share this file in the chat as well. Ifra, did you want to share a few words just with just talking about, maybe you can share a little bit about your experience traveling, because you've been quite a globetrotter and had a lot of success in expanding and doing some of these powerful events. So maybe you can set that up for us, and then I can show a little bit more of the itinerary that we were thinking and the plan that we have.
Absolutely, my dear. So what Danny said earlier is absolutely right. The fact that even though you may not be in Australia or New Zealand, you're here. Why? Because you know someone who knows someone who knows someone, right? So for me, that is what I really, really have used the last 5 years to build my business. I'm never, ever strand on just Canada or Ottawa. Hell no. We're in 200 countries around the world. So that is what you want to be. You want to be very, very excited. I don't care where you are. We have 14 people on the call. I promise you we can double that the next time. One thing that always our company teaches is if it's important to you, it's important to your people. So how important is this to you to get your market share in Australia and New Zealand? That's the question for each and every one of us on this call today. So that is what I really, really want to share with you and press upon you the importance of taking this very, very seriously. You're very lucky. It's only February. It's only February. And so far, the only countries that's talking about a world tour is the Minnesota that Renee and I are going, and you guys. So you should take that very, very seriously, that the company is coming all the way. So everybody that you talk to from now on, all you got to talk about is, guess what? My company is coming to Australia. My company is coming to New Zealand. That is the excitement you want to go with. Doesn't matter where you are, at a grocery shop, at a networking event, whatever you do. And I promise you, by the time Steph and I are done with you, and maybe we'll throw in a surprise with Danny, I promise you, your business will explode. But that only depends on how important you make it. Think of this as your last absolute chance, to build your business. That is what I wanted to add to it. Back to you, my sister.
Love it, love it, love it. You can feel that fire, right? Can't you wait until you can experience that in the room? I'm so excited, Ifra, to be traveling the world. And I had shared in the video in the Australia chat that I'm fulfilling one of my dreams in traveling to Australia. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to travel to Australia. Ever since I created a vision board, it's been on my vision board, a kangaroo, a flag, or the country. It's always been there. But what I didn't share in that video is the other dream that I have that's being fulfilled at the very same time is traveling the world to expand this business. Ever since I started, I ran traditional business. Some of you may know my story. When I started and I saw the opportunity with this, it was like, I wanted to go global. I wanted to be everywhere. I wanted to be in all the countries. And I'm honored to be, traveling to Australia, New Zealand for the first time, my first kick at the can to being a globetrotter and trainer. I'm coming to you guys. So I'm excited. I just wanted to echo my excitement with that and to lead the charge with Ifra on the ground with our leaders there as well. So maybe I'll take an opportunity to share this file that I have here where we put together a little bit of a calendar of events. I will also put this in the chat when I'm not talking because I can't do things like that at the same time, multiple things like that at the same time. So this is just a one pager just to talk about what happens next. So from this call, it doesn't stop here. So we were able to capture, 14 of us. There's people from other countries listening in, hearing about what's going to happen here. And everybody in Opulence can take advantage of these events that we're putting together and all grow our teams in Australia and New Zealand as well at the same time. So this is the first call. Hopefully the next call it grows. The next call it grows. I've been having weekly strategy calls with Joy and Samuel just to check in on venues and check in on different stuff. Right now we're doing Sundays for Australia and New Zealand. You can see the times there. Open to suggestions or creating other times with what might work for you, but feel free to hop in and join us on those weekly calls. And we can add more if needed. We can strategize, we can prospect, we can do anything that would be of value to make sure that we're creating success at these events. The other thing that I think is really important, sorry, I kind of skipped ahead. The weekly strategy call is already there. For anyone that wants to participate and help organize the events, we already have that in place. We can create new times. But I think the other thing that's also important is to start some online tours. And I know Samuel and Joy are committed to getting those up and running again. I think it's always good to have different voices, different testimonials, building a team out of that, because if we can leverage some online tours now that are appropriate time zone for your market, because it's not easy to plug people into the Eastern time zones. We know that, right? Then we can get some more people on the ground. We can get some new people involved in the company so that we're all inviting to these events in March, and we're building our team now as opposed to waiting for the events in March. So the first two that we have in place are as follows. So you can take a picture of that. The link in the flyers will be posted in the Australia chat. So, they'll be shared out. But those are the two times that we've populated so far. So make note of them, put them in your calendar, plan to be on them, and most importantly, plan to invite some guests and talk about the excitement, talk about the expansion, talk about the opportunity to participate in this event and get people excited. When we're excited, other people get excited. Our energy is contagious, right? So if you're excited and you're going out there and you're like, oh my gosh, I just got off this call. There's these two powerful ladies. I'm sorry not to call myself anything, but we have some very special guests from Canada coming all the way from Canada to expand our business, bringing new products. I need you to check it out. You have to see this, right? What works better for you, Thursday or Saturday? You give two people the option, you let them choose which one is best for you, send them the link in the flyer, and we'll take care of them from there, right? So that's what's in place right now. From there, we can, create other times. We just need more people to help support them because, it's a lot of work when it's just a few people managing everything. So the goal here is really to build a team. And this little link here, I wonder if I can put it in the chat. It is actually a Google form that I have. So I'm going to pop it in the chat, and you can fill it out, and you just so we understand where you are and what you would be interested in helping with, so we can keep in touch. It's just a Google form just so that we can build a little bit of a team, a committee for these events, and then the weekly strategy call from there. So that's what's happening now, and the importance of what's happening now ensures the success of the events in March, right? It's February. We have what? We have over a month, right? We have 6 or 7 weeks. So much time ahead of us if we maximize the time that we have, right? So we have partners that are working on different venues for the different cities that we have identified, and we have a schedule in place. We're just working at securing some venues and specific details. So Melbourne will be the first stop coming. Can everybody see? Can you give me a thumbs up? You can see my screen, okay? I'm showing it correctly. Awesome. So Melbourne is the first stop. Right after the cruise, we are coming to you. So Melbourne, we have the meet and greet with the team. We have the power tour, which is the big event open to the public on Friday night, training, a boot camp on Saturday, and then a team event on Sunday. I know Joy and Samuel will be joining us in Melbourne. Joy, you're going to hopefully not get tired of me by the end of this because we're hanging out, spending a bunch of time together. But Joy will be with us in all destinations. From there, her and I will go to Sydney and do a meet and greet again with the team there, whoever we can bring together, do 2 power tours. So not necessarily one big event, where we're trying to fill it with 100 people, but having 2, maybe using a smaller room and maximizing an afternoon tour and an evening tour to give 2 different opportunities for people to come out. And then the Wednesday will be used for whatever really is needed based on how it goes. So we could do training, we can do orientation, we can do follow-up, whatever is needed for the team there. And then from there, we're heading to New Zealand. So Joy and I will meet Samuel in New Zealand. We're planning a mega tour in Auckland on the Friday. So meet and greet Thursday, Friday, mega tour in Auckland, and then training, follow-up, whatever is needed. And then we're heading up north to do some power tours up north in Whangarei. Whangarei, did I pronounce that correctly? I'm working on it. And then there'll be a bit of buffer to capture people to, use that extra time where needed from there. So 4 stops actually in Australia, New Zealand this time around. So lots of different opportunities. And the Google Doc that I had, I think there's a place where you can actually make a note, like which events would you be willing to attend? You can check them off. And we can be in touch as far as, what kind of roles you would like to take on or how you would like to get involved. So any questions or any comments about, what the plan is moving forward? I would love to give anybody an opportunity to ask a question. or to comment, any excitement or questions, anything at all, team?
Absolutely. I'm so wrapped. A great lineup there. I know that I'm going to be pumped after the Asian tour, after the Asian trip, and then head back to Melbourne, and then with yourself, Steph and Ephra, and then support Melbourne, and then I head back to New Zealand. And a few days later, you come over to Aotearoa, New Zealand, which is going to be absolutely awesome. And then we're gonna create from there. So it's good that we've got a bit of time now to get the ball rolling. Yes, I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. I'm so things are going to be happening.
Samuel, they're coming for you. And
yes.
Joy, you guys been asking for this for so long. So now no excuses.
No excuses, absolutely, Danny. No excuses. I was talking to Steph earlier on before everyone got on what I was going to be up to, which is I'm still sort of juggling it, but my business Opulence is going to be it's going to be the A anyway, because at the moment my every week job is my A and my Opulence is my B, but my B is going to turn into my A. So when I come home, it's going to be A, and then just sack my boss. I'll sack my boss and then do what needs to be done to do this. Okay.
I love it. Yep. Thank you so much, Samuel, for sharing. I'm so excited that you're fired up. Anybody else like to share? Rod, I see you're unmuted there.
Yeah, no, look, Steph, I think it's a great opportunity for all of us. That's for sure. So, no, I'm really happy and honoured that you guys have come out to see us. I'll have to take you for a trip on Sydney Harbour. Hey, I'll have to do a cruise or something, see the Harbour Bridge and all that sort of stuff. So, no, look, I only by chance got back on the Sydney, the Australia New Zealand page, and just seen the last few days of what the plan is here. So I think that's great. I think, we're very fortunate to have you guys coming out. That's for sure.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you, Rod. Looking forward to seeing you. Would anyone else like to share?
Let me share my excitement
go ahead, Joy.
again. Oh, wow. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the leaders that are with.
I think I lost Joy.
Yeah, her connection is not great, it seems, at the moment.
I also want to acknowledge that Team Philippines is also having a lot of people in Australia and New Zealand area as well. So I know we have Rico Kilao here, our business development manager in South Asia. I do see as well Imelda and Raymond, of course, and Nora, which we already acknowledged earlier. But it's exciting because this shows you how powerful it is to have a global business nowadays, where it doesn't matter where you are, that you can actually build a business. And I wish we can get Joy back.
I think she will come back momentarily. We also have Hamdi here. Welcome, Hamdi. I know Hamdi is in Melbourne. Did you want to say hello, my dear? Thank you, Imelda, for sharing. I know Joy had connected as well with an LD1, I think, from the Philippines team in Sydney. So I don't see her online, but we know they're out there. So this is, again, it's awareness. It's putting it out there. Once we have some weekly calls, we can keep spreading the word. And, with what we were able to make happen, even in a short time for this one, I know the next one will grow from there and get the global partners spreading the word as well. So I'm excited to have our Philippines team join in the movement. I guess Joy popped off. We're going to wait for her to come back. So the Google form had we could express some interest there. I think everybody here knows how to get in touch with me. And we have a team. We have some WhatsApp groups that we can add anybody in that wants to participate and get involved. And just move on from there and work towards packing those online tours, I guess, would be the first step from here. As we get closer to the date, there'll be different tasks to make sure that the events themselves get executed well, but the most important thing is to get the awareness out now and
Steph,
to start doing weekly meetings online, so we can warm up the market a little bit and get
yeah.
things going.
Steph,
Yes,
can you add me to any relevant WhatsApp groups in
100%,
regards?
Rod.
Yeah, yeah,
I
thanks.
will do that as well. Joy, are you back with us, my dear?
I don't know what's happening today. See, all this excitement is creating interference with me. But yes, I'm back. I just thought I'd turn my video off. But yeah, I kind of missed some of it, and also the what's our next Zoom? What's our next Zoom meet? Is that on a Thursday or the Saturday?
The Zooms for the business tour
Yeah.
will be the Thursday, Saturday, but we have another strategy called This Weekend Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Great.
more of
Okay.
for us to take the next step. But yes, I'll share my screen again for anyone that missed that. Yeah, we're excited. Rico, did you want to share a few words? I see.
Oh,
I want to acknowledge our Philippines. I know Danny acknowledged them, but maybe Rico wants to share a few words as well, if he's in a position to.
Hi, Steph. Absolutely. Good morning to each and every one of you. And as you know, we just had our Zoom call last night, and one of our participants is actually residing there. One actually of our members is residing there in Australia, and that's the reason why I'm in this call, because I'm excited to learn more about how we would grow, how we would expand to these markets. And yeah, this is an exciting time for Opulence Global. This is the good thing about this company, not only limited to your own country, but being able to reach out to as many countries as possible. This is exciting. This is amazing. And yeah, thank you so much, Steph, Ifra, and Danny, and to all the leaders in Australia for spearheading and initiating this activities. I'm sure that it would bring a lot of hope, excitement, energy to all of these markets. So thank you so much, and I'm glad to be on this call.
Thank you so much, Rico. Welcome, Veronica and Minda, who joined us as well. Hamdi, sister, did you want to say hello? Would anyone else like to say hello who's joined us? Feel free. I will share our itinerary again for those who popped on after. And then if there's any questions or comments, we'll have some closing words. Oh, Samuel, there's your mom there with you. Hi. How are you? Oh, so lovely. Happy early birthday. Awesome. I don't see anyone else unmuting. Danny, I see your camera on. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm just letting you know I'm here. I'm just listening. But if there's noise in the background, I don't want to disturb the call.
All good. Awesome. Well, maybe I'll just take this opportunity to share the itinerary and our plan once again for those who just joined us. And we will make sure to have flyers and links and everything shared into the chat so that we can all take advantage of promoting these calls and promoting the initiative. Anyone who's local to Australia, New Zealand, we would love to work with them. It doesn't matter whose team they're on. We're one team, one dream. So we're happy to include anyone in that. And I think it's going to make that really gives a good example of just how global, and it depicts our culture perfectly, right? I know, I've done events with people that were not part of my team, and that's standard in our company. I think that's actually really important to acknowledge, because there's not a lot of companies like that, and ours is unique in that way. And that's one thing I love, and I'm looking forward to coming together with all of you in the times to come. So I'm just going to share my screen again to just share a little bit of the itinerary. Rahma has already started promoting. This is exciting. Yes, so who do you know in Australia, New Zealand? Get them on the tours. If they speak English, we have 2 tours that are planned so far. And we can make sure those flyers are done in a soon time so that we can get people confirmed for them. So as you're inviting, if you're talking to someone in Australia, New Zealand, say, oh my gosh, the business I'm part of is expanding to your country. There's leaders from Canada heading all the way over there in March. I cannot wait for you to see this. Are you available? When are you free? Thursday or Saturday, right? Give them the option. We have the different time conversions here. We'll have the flyer and link Hopefully those times don't conflict with corp. It would be great to use the corporate webinar for that as well. And from there, I think the goal is to do a weekly online tour, and whatever works best for the team, we can make sure that we accommodate that time. And it would be great to have, leaders to support, to, give powerful testimonials as well. And that's awesome. So what's next are those 2 online tours. So everybody, going out and sharing your excitement from this call. I just got off this call. There's, some special guests coming from Canada in March. We're expanding our business here. We're bringing new products here. I cannot wait for you to see this. When are you free? Thursday or Saturday? And get them tuned in. The Google form there is to, express your interest to get involved and join our team as we gear up for these events. And then the weekly strategy call will be, I guess the next one is this Sunday. So the link will be shared as well. And we will roll from there and see what happens from there moving forward. So weekly strategy call, weekly online tour is what you can expect. I think that's important to keep and build momentum and sustain momentum heading into the World Tour events. So again, to recap, we have Melbourne. So Ifra and I and Samuel will be coming from the cruise to Melbourne. And we have a meet and greet with the team on the Thursday night. We have a power tour on Friday, and then training boot camp on Saturday and team building on Sunday. So a jam-packed weekend in Melbourne. Then Joy and I will head to Sydney and do some events there. We'll meet with the team on the Monday and do 2 power tours in the afternoon and evening on the Tuesday, and then utilize the Wednesday for whatever is needed for orientation, for training, for follow-ups, or maybe a tour around the Sydney Harbor with Rod. Thank you for that offer, Rod. And then we'll be heading to New Zealand for a meet and greet with the team in Auckland, the mega tour in Auckland on the Friday, boot camp, follow-up, orientation, whatever is needed on the Saturday, and then heading north New Zealand to do some events in Whangarei. I know Joy has already established some interest up there, and I know she's going to pack the house up there as well. So wherever you know people in any of these cities, there are lots of opportunities to invite, but make sure we get them plugged in first to those online tours so that we can start the process and get them exposed to what we have here and share the excitement of what's to come in March. So I hope that recap was helpful for those that joined us recently. And are there any other comments or questions? Anything else?
Just quickly, Steph.
I see a hand raised. Hi. Oh, Rod, go ahead. Or sorry, there was. Hi.
You're right, mate. Just quickly, if any of you guys have team members in Sydney, feel free to get them in contact with me. And always good to know there's friends around and we can collaborate and
yes,
connect.
I love it. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I will, we'll definitely, I know Joy has been making some connections, and I know Rico mentioned that as well. So we'll make sure we have some communication streamlined there. Awesome. Yes, sorry, I saw your hand raised. Abdikadir? Sorry.
Yes.
Hi, welcome.
You're welcome too. How are you doing?
Good. Where are you tuning in from?
From Melbourne. I'm a long lifestyle member of the organization, but in June 30th, I lost my job. So since then, I haven't been purchasing anything because of lack of financial constraints. My question was, would I have to restart again, or I will be still a lifestyle advisor?
That's a great question. It all depends on your renewal date. So maybe what we could do is we could have a call and take a closer look at that for you. So if you joined within the year, you may still be active. We just have to take a closer look at your personal email. So I'm gonna pop a link in the chat. If you could fill it in, brother. And this is just to keep in touch with everyone that's on this call who wants to get involved.
Okay.
And you can fill in your name, phone number, And then that way, and I think there's a place to write a note in there, and I'll remember your name, and we can be in touch, and we'll figure that out for you for sure. But we would love to have you on board. We're coming to Melbourne, so you're gonna come see us, right?
Yeah. I got a message from Zara Hussein from America, who actually is one of my best friends. So she alerted me. She said there's
Yeah,
something
she
going
was
on.
here.
Yeah.
She was here too.
She was here
Oh,
earlier. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. And I hope you caught like there. So we are coming in March. We're building a team. We're getting some things going, and it's been. I think it's been a really great turnout from what we see here. There's a lot of excitement, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you as we, develop this plan and really wake up the market. So, Ifra, did you have
So
any thoughts?
yeah. So my question is, shall I click the link or what shall I do? Shall I write my details on the chat?
Yeah, actually, if you click the link, it's going to be easier because then I can keep in touch with everybody that's in one spot. So if you
Okay.
click that link and just fill in the Google form, there's just a few boxes to fill in, then I can get in touch with you that way.
Okay, that's really great. I will do that. Thank you.
Amazing. Awesome.
And welcome back. Welcome back
as well. Yes.
This is the business you want to be in to generate money, right?
If possible, yeah. Yeah.
Let's make it happen. That's awesome. Awesome. Well, we are getting to the top of the hour. I didn't want to take it too long, just short and sweet to bring everybody together. I'm really amazed to see, the global audience that this call has attracted, and some people coming out of the woodwork and people excited to join forces with us. So I'm excited. I cannot wait to see and hug you all. If you're a hugger, I'm definitely a hugger. So we'll see you in the calls to come for sure. And I cannot wait to come and travel there in March and help you all grow your business. But that being said, there's a lot of work that we need to do now in order to create that success in March. And we're here to support you. We're here, to support you in whatever you need. And I'm excited to see what can happen. So Ifra, do you want to share a few words as well? And then if anybody else has anything to share, and they'll let Danny close for us.
Absolutely. I want to, first of all, thank you so much, my sister Steph. All this is happening because of your continuous effort to ensure that everybody comes together. I mean, we have 23 people. People are keep joining the call, and it's only the first call. So this is awesome. I want to thank you so much for that. And of course, I want to thank all the leaders here who have taken up on this challenge, right? It's a challenge that we put out there. Hey, we're coming in March. Who is in? Who's in? So you all have responded. And I'm so happy and actually very excited to hear that there is a Filipino team that's starting in Australia. That is what we need, right? Different people, different background coming together as one nation, one Opulence Global. I just wanted to share a few pointers, something that Reza, our top income earner, and myself shared with the Ottawa team last weekend. We talked about how to properly expand. And I know my sister Joy and brother Samuel were on the call as well on Zoom, but the rest of you were not there. So I wanted to just share a few pointers from there. The first thing you want to do when you are expanding into a new market, into a new country, is start talking to people now. So I love what Rahma wrote here. She's in Ottawa, Canada, and she's already contacted a prospect who's not only said they will come, but they will also go ahead and share with their network. That is exactly what you need to do. You need to plant seeds now, not later, right? So that's the first thing you want to do, is to start talking to people now. The other thing that you want to do is, even for those of you that may not be there, like what I do when I go into countries, as many of you know, I have been the past 2 years been traveling to different markets. What I do is everybody that I talk to, I actually try to build a little bit of a like and trust, because I promise you right now where the world is headed, everybody, I don't care if they're earning $1 million in their salary, is looking for an opportunity. So what you want to talk about is ask them, How are they liking their job? How are things going, right? I take Uber a lot. People make fun of me, but guess what? A lot of my clients come from there. I have some amazing business partners right now. The young man that's expanding to Uganda, he was my Uber driver, and now he wants to take this to the next level. So I talk to people. I say, hey, how is your job, right? Renee, our youngest millionaire, always teaches us. He always says to people, oh, you must love your job. And most people will say, actually not. No, for whatever reason is, right? And that is when you share with them, hey, I have this amazing opportunity. It might be for you, it might not be for you. I don't know, but I would love to invite you. How would you like to come for 1 hour and find out about it? I promise you, today's day and age, everybody will say yes. Yes. So use opportunity. That is now a buzzword. I have an opportunity. I absolutely love it. My family and I have been doing it, like someone like Joy and Samuel, 6 years, 8 years, whatever, right? We love it, right? Now I would love to share with you because I care, right? That's what I do. When I was in Kenya, people will say to me, Ifrah, you mean you came all the way from Canada? I say, yes, because I care. I care about each and every one of you. That is the kind of attitude that you want to have. And like I said earlier, unless it's a cat or dog, everybody that you see from today on, you're only talking about this. Nothing else, nothing else. So definitely I want to say welcome. I look forward to working with all of you. Steph and I are coming, not just for ourselves. Thanks to Rod for offering even to show us around. When I go, my team knows to cities. I actually don't have time to do that. I am doing tours day in and day out. Why? I am committed. I tell myself I'm going there to make sure that each one of your dreams comes true. So that is what we're committed to come all the way. And I'm so happy and so excited. It's a new continent for me. So Asia and Australia, I'll be doing Malaysia afterwards. I see my sister Khatra here as well, who is in Malaysia. So 2 continents I'll be covering at the same time, impacting lives. And I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you for willing to, host us and to welcome us. And we cannot wait. And I'm back to you, my sister Steph.
Wow, wow, wow. It's a good thing we have this call recorded. So you can go back and listen to it again. If you ever need to get fired up, just listen to Ifrah. She lights a fire under me all the time and inspires me every single day. And it's amazing to be doing this new adventure together with all of you as well. Awesome. You guys have been so attentive and so awesome, and the call has grown as we've continued here. I want to be respectful of the time because we will have more of these, and hopefully our group will grow with, as we continue to promote and build and share our excitement for what's to come. Danny, did you have any closing remarks for the call? Or actually, before I pass it to Danny, is there anything anyone else would like to share before we pass it to Danny to close? And we will invite you all to join us on the next one. And if you've signed the Google form, I will be in touch, and we will be in touch to take that next step together. I see no hands being raised. Go ahead, Rod. Go ahead.
Yes, Steph, I'd just like to thank Ifrah, yourself, and Daniela, and Joy, and Samuel as well for getting this together and giving you guys our time and thinking about us Aussies and Kiwis. We don't take it for granted. So I think it's great. Thank you.
Amazing.
The way you are going to show that you care and you wanted so badly to have this is to invite. Now, in my closing words for you, Rod, and the people that are actually right now in Australia, New Zealand, or know someone from there, is be excited. Enthusiasm will actually bring people from far away to see you. So, and this is not about you. This is about, like Ifrah said, the opportunity of a lifetime, that this could really change your life. And if this is not for you, probably you know someone that you can help and inspire today. So go back to your excitement, go back to your reasons why you started this. So when you are talking to people and you are excited about this, they will be attracted to that. And that is going to bring lots of blessings and abundance in your life as well. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see the results. Invite. I always say 3 words, right? Invite. How do I invite, Danny? Start creating a list. The one thing you want to do tonight before you go to bed is create a list. Who are you going to be calling? You need to have people that you're going to be sending them a special invitation. They are going to be your special guest, and you are going to have a surprise for them. Always make the person in front of you feel important. Okay? create a surprise, make a draw, come up with a promotion, you know, be so excited that the person wants to be in your space. They want to come to this amazing event, not only because of you, not only because of the opportunity, not only because you have amazing leaders coming all the way from Canada, but because you are special to me and I want you to be my special guest. So come up with this. How does this look for you? Why would you be excited? You know the people in your country better than us, right? I've never been in Australia before. Like, I don't know what people in Australia would love. What would people in Australia would love? And come up with that concept, that idea. People love the value of the concept. And then on top of that, you're going to add that enthusiasm. And then you're going to make your 5 phone calls a day or 10 phone calls a day or 15 phone calls a day, send them a message, follow up with the invitation, call them back a week prior, you know, 3 days earlier. Just have to follow up with those people. And I can guarantee you that those rooms are going to be jam-packed. And if you need any support along the way, you know, I'm a text message away.
We are so lucky to have Danny on with us. Thank you for those words of wisdom and the tips to go and make this a huge success. Maybe if everyone wants to turn their camera on, who can turn their camera on, we'll do a to the billion to close it off.
I was waiting for that, Steph. You know that.
Ifra, I'm going to let you lead this. You lead this. Whoever would like to turn their camera on.
Turn on your cameras on so we can do it to the billion.
I got my camera ready.
I love it. So we'll do a video first and then a picture, okay?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Rahma. I love it. More and more people.
Pretty much everyone's camera's on. This is awesome.
Awesome. Everybody on spot. Hi, Rico. Let's do it to the billion, team.
Oh my God, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, 1, 2, 3, to the billion.
To the billion.
I love it. Okay, now the video. 1, 2, 3.
To the billion.
To the billion.
The billion. Australia, New Zealand, we're coming. We're coming.
To the billions.
The billion. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Look at this.
Thank you too.
So beautiful.
So nice to see everyone's faces. This is so great. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here with us today. Good night,
Thanks,
good evening,
Steph.
good morning, wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And we're going to expand Australia, New Zealand, and beyond with all of our efforts. So take care, team. We will see you soon. And thank you so much for being here. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Ka kite ano.